I believe that living ethically is impossible. Do you believe that you are a good person? Please, take a second and think. By what standards did you judge yourself? Now, take another second and silently look around the room. Judge everyone. Are they good or bad? By what criteria are you judging them? Is it the same way that you judged yourself, and do you think that they are judging you the same way? Everyone believes in different ideas of what is good and what is bad, what is moral and immoral. Philosophy and moral codes aim to solve this. But if everyone has different criteria, being perfectly ethical is impossible. The issue is that good and bad have different meanings depending on the moral code. Let's talk about some general no-nos that apply to something that most people agree on. Killing. It's bad, right? To my knowledge, it's illegal everywhere. Yet war happens all the time. War is legal, and it has been a common staple in human history. What makes war different from killing? War is generally frowned upon, and yet in that context, it can be looked upon as honorable and even respected. If good and bad can be so easily redefined, is good the same thing as ethical? In The Handmaid's Tale, the founders of Gilead believed that they were solving the issue of infertility and creating the greatest good for the greatest amount of people, which is moral by utilitarian standards. As shown here, what is moral to some is not ethical to others. Aristotle's virtue ethics require a person to have practical knowledge of what is moral as well as a natural instinct. Two virtues that are commonly found in most moral codes are honesty and generosity. Take, for example, that you are talking to someone that you just met, you're not that comfortable with this person, and they have something in their teeth. Should you tell them to be honest and would that be generous as well? Or would the humiliation be too much for it to be generous? Some believe that it would still be generous if you told them, because then they would remove the piece of food in their teeth, therefore being honest and generous. Some believe that it would not be generous to tell them and that they should not be honest and be generous instead. Some people believe that it is both honest. No, my bad. Anyways, the point is that moral codes and even within one moral code, virtues can contradict each other, making it so impractical to be completely ethical all the time. Good decisions rarely apply to everyone, and therefore it is very impractical to think through all of the moral and ethical resolutions in order to act on a daily basis. I believe that it is impractical to live a completely ethical life. However, being good is a different thing, and being good is defined by your own standards and by the community around you, and being good also comes from your personal belief. It is not about perfection. This I believe.